Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to a very early video on the 16th February 2026. It is the sunrise that you're seeing. This is why it's so strong, because it's directly on the balcony. I'm going to show you. You guys are doing well. How is your morning on this Monday? It is day 133 of Project Vendetta, or Monday, 16th February 2026. See? Sun is rising. It's about 8, quarter to 8. It is a quarter to 8. And it's early as fuck. We just spent the last hour and a half. We woke up about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Means we had oh shit, we had a lot to do. Because I went to sleep and it was supposed to be like a little sleep. See, this is the weird part. This is the really weird part. This is an intro. By the way, don't worry, we're still doing a TikTok live tonight. But this is an intro. You know what? Fuck it. Let's taste some food. And as we taste the food, I'm gonna be able to talk to you. That sounds good? That sounds great. So today, we're gonna be tasting onion and cheddar Lay's, which is a brand new flavor. We had it, and I actually love the design of Lay's. They changed it not that long ago. So we go in for the taste test. Lay's, which is a Canadian brand. For cheese fan who love a zesty taste. Zesty sounds zesty. And yeah, we tried it. Again, Lay's can do better, but I saw worse, so we'll let it slide. And yeah, so let's freaking go. Okay. They're my favorite. And there's some taste there. It's so nice. And then, my favorite, super well made. Oh wow. So what we love here is the potatoes. I wish I could taste the potato more. That's okay. Really addictive. The first thing that you put your lips on, the first thing that you taste is the flavor of the cheddar, of course. Then the chip. The chip is more there for texture, which is a problem because if I'm eating potato chip, I'm going to taste the potatoes. If I'm eating corn tortillas, I'm going to taste the corn tortilla. If I'm eating wheat chips, I'm going to taste the wheat, right? And at the end, it's a good onion taste. So pretty freaking good. However, I'll be completely honest, between this and sour cream and onions, there's not that much difference, right? You wish it was more of a difference. Now, sour cream is dairy, cheese is dairy. There is a good taste, though. There's a good taste. However, if you put them side by side, like, okay, well, they're different enough to be called different, but we're not reinventing the wheel. Now, for the drinking portion, I got a lot of things to talk about this morning. This is the cool part. You're seeing this as a wide awake morning. We didn't do shit yet. We just uploaded. We just edited and uploaded. But we still woke up like an hour and a half ago, so I'm still very present mentally. So this is cool because you're starting the day. But this is also cool because you're starting the day on the right way. I'm going to be drinking or tasting strawberry Cristo. This is my last Cristo ever. I don't know. I'm looking to get my phone. The new, but I don't think I have enough cash. Oh, nice. Super fucking good. I was pretty sure that I tasted it before. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Wow. Surprisingly good. A very strong taste of strawberry. A very strong taste of the crystal, the sugar, which is nice. So this feels like a crystal, which is something we tasted before. The strawberry is quite present. Together, they do really well. And I'm going to say that, honestly, I believe this is my favorite strawberry soda. So, congratulations on the French-Canadian Montreal brand. We love you. We're proud of you. And that's pretty much it. Also, proud of myself because I finished up building the Nerd Miner, which I'm going to talk about today. Don't worry. We got this. Perfect. And last one is a salted caramel President's Choice. You guys know that I fucking love this. I fucking adore this. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, ice cream from President's Choice. Bit melted, but that's to be expected. We left it on the balcony, which, although it's cold, it's winter, doesn't give us a doesn't sorry about the burp. It's in the bubbles. That was crazy. a guaranteed temperature. Mm. Again, salted caramel ice cream is kind of nostalgic because I'm thinking about Kingdom Hearts. And I know it's sea salt ice cream, but still kind of the same thing. It is so freaking cool because of everything that it's embodies, if you will. Mm. Mm. It's so good. It's so freaking good. And it's not supposed to work because teeth is still sensitive. It's not supposed to work because it's salty and it's dairy and it's your ice cream. So like, what the heck is that? Trying to check out, we got 13%. We're charging our tablet she didn't charge. My tablet is cheap because my mom gave it to me. It's really good. The dairy and the salty shouldn't work together. Look at this coloring, super nice. It does work because of the caramel, which is the binding agent, what binds the caramel, the ice cream and the salt. And it's really nice because you do taste sour to caramelish, but it is way more a good old salted ice cream. And it really works. Okay. Then I had a little snack. Your boy is back on track. The sugar, but it's more brain freeze. I'm a wussy. Oof. Well, that was a small one, but still. Present. For today, I'm dealing with a lot today. Because as crazy as it seems, I think it's because of winter. I'm kind of freaking out because, okay, let's put it like this, right? My apologies. My apologies. My apologies. That's the last one. It's kind of cool because all my life, which 33 years already, holy shit, possibly halfway through it, close to halfway through it, which is crazy because there's so much time that passed, but I'm so busy, so it goes so fast. The last 5 years almost have been, my apologies. So you see, the last year and this year are the only 2 years of my life where, my apologies, I was working for myself, right? Now, ultimately speaking, that's not true. Ultimately speaking, we did work for myself for the last 4 years. I'm doing pro bono for myself because I'm not getting paid. And it's a long internship, and I'm thinking about leaving the internship. Because I'm like, this boss is an asshole, and this boss is not paying me. This boss being myself. And it's kind of crazy because I spent years going to school. We're going way back. We spent years going to school. And be like, you know what? I have to endure school, that way I don't get in trouble, and when I get home, I get to play video games. I don't really care, right? I don't really care. As long as I'm not forced to go play outside, I'm good. Which I wasn't forced. And then you go to work. Like, well, I need to pay the bills, but you know what? I still got the weekends. I still got to do everything that I want, right? So it's still good. In the weekends, this is gonna make sense in a little bit. For right now, it's gonna be a crazy concept, but trust me, trust the process. Let him cook. Him is me. Oh, you thought it was a she? Let her cook. Rude. You rude as heck, boy. So with the work, which is again, you have a schedule. Yes, there was a time where I didn't work. I was in the apartment, which is a symbol of freedom. So you could say, okay, well, you were in an apartment, you had freedom. What was different? Well, I wasn't working. I was gaming, which was great. I was listening to a show, which was great. I was doing whatever I wanted, which was great. But there was no purpose, right? So this one is crazy because when you work, when you go to school, and the following, you have a schedule. Okay, well, if I don't wake up at this time, I'm late, and if I don't wake up at this time, I'm late. I'm in trouble. Also, late equals trouble. You don't want to be in trouble, so you avoid trouble by waking up earlier, right? And then you become your own boss, and you work for yourself, which is making content, right? And you're like, okay, well, I get to wake up at whatever the time I wanted, right? Now, because of last year, when you think about it, last year was the very first year that I didn't do anything. And in the winter, we had a depression, but we also didn't work a lot. So in the winter, there was a lot of time that we didn't work, we could have worked. Now, last year, we had an excuse. Last year, Twitch changed is the platform we're using for, when I wake up, I always have mustache air going in my nose. The Twitch is the platform that we're using to stream, and because it's the platform that we're using to stream, we have to follow the rules. Right? So they're like, okay, well, guess what? You have a maximum of 100 hours. Now, I had 700 hours to upload. They gave me 3 months to do this. This is gonna be delicious. Not tonight, but soon. I'm like, yeah, you got this amount of time, and if you don't do it, well, we're gonna end You were gonna delete everything. I'm like, okay, no problem. So we took the time to do it, which wasn't streaming, so I still had an excuse for a break. But definitely didn't work as much as I wanted to. It's kind of crazy because when you think about it, I did work a lot. So we did 4 hours of videos every single morning. We did, and this is where I'm going. This is where I'm going with this shit. And this is insane because when you realize, and this morning we had a realization, which is not true. We had it yesterday, but I confirmed it today. Okay, so we did the work last year, which was pretty good, but we could have worked more. And this year, I don't know why. I don't know if it's winter. I'm not depressed. We were depressed in October, which is true, but we can fight it, right? So basically, what happened is yesterday I wake up, and last week we had a lot of problems with motivation. We're working less, we're working a lot less. I'm like, oh, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? And yesterday I realized that I woke up with the sunrise. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. We still were very lazy yesterday. We still spent way too long watching videos, doing editing. Right now, we're gonna finish this. I'm gonna jump in the shower, and I'm gonna be editing. We have 11 clips to do for the TikTok live of yesterday, which is 4 hours. So about a clip every. It's 204, 20 minutes, right? About 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes we have a clip. And I'm going to be reading Dr. Stone. The cool thing is that I have 11 clips to do. The cool thing is we're going to go for the 11. And what I'm going to do with the 11 is I'm going to do a chapter editing. So that's going to be cool. Then possibly going to jerk off because, hey, your boy got sneezed, right? So going back to the morning, I realized that I was less productive when I sleep at night, because I sleep a lot. So, for example, if you take 3 days ago, which is Valentine's Days, I slept for 12 hours, and I'm still tired, right? But then I woke up with the sunrise, and like, you know what? If I want to work, this is the time, right? And then you realize that last year, which is the first year that we had off, you see, method of madness. I'm going to tell you, let him cook, let me cook. We were not productive when I was sleeping during the day, but whenever I was up and doing videos, it was during sunrise. So it would work from 6 to 9 for the sunrise. And I was like, okay, well, this is actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty fucking cool. And when we were answering comments, it was before the sunset. So then again, we had a schedule. So I feel like I'm not a guy that likes schedule, but I feel like I need a schedule. And I think this is a good one. Because otherwise, I just sleep, or procrastinate. You have to understand. The main thing that we have right now is the tower, which is this game. We had it 6 times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a schedule. That's the only thing I have to do. That schedule is 12 hours per day. 12 hours per day. And you realize that's a lot, right? Because, okay, well, the guy doesn't work for 12 hours a day. But then you realize that, no, he does work 12 hours a day, right? And the craziest thing is not the 12 hours that you work. The craziest thing is you wasted 4 hours doing absolutely jack shit. Relaxing, when your job is relaxing to begin with. And then you're like, okay, well, 4 hours isn't a big deal. It is a big deal because 4 times 7 is 28. 28 times 4. That's a bit harder, right? That's a bit harder, but it's 112. And no, it's 116. 28 times 4. 25 times 4. Yeah, it's 116. And you realize that you're wasting 116 hours per month. Then you realize that per year, it's about 1,000 hours, right? And then you do 1,000 divided by 24, just the amount of days that you wasted. Plus the number of hours that you sleep. So you waste most of your time. That's crazy. So we're gonna start doing during the day. I think during the summer it's not as much. I think winter is a bit harder on the system because you don't get out as much, so not as healthy. You got seasonal depression, which is something that, again, we didn't have it before. And I think that because we didn't have it before, I think we didn't allow ourselves to have it before because of work and because of school. Like, okay, well, you have to do shit, right? I think because we're our own boss, like, you know what? If you want to take a break, you want to take a break. And there's also this crazy things that because we're streaming the tower. Again, I bring up the tower, but you have to understand a couple of things about the tower, which we'll get into today, which, in my opinion, are super important, but for you guys, you don't care because you don't care about the game, which is cool. Because we do 12 hours per day, and because we have so many playthroughs, I'm like, dude, I upload 60 hours of content per day. Now, that's not true. If you do math, we got 6, that's 72, right? This is Bren. This is 2 months old, so yeah, 60 hours. We're gonna have a new one soon. Which is in 2-3 weeks for a month max, because we're buying another playthrough, right? And this one's gonna be special because this one's gonna be evil, which means that we're gonna have 2 idle game playing instead of 1. So I'm gonna be able to offer you guys 70 hours, 96 hours per day. 96 hours per day. If you do the math, that's about you can do the math pretty easily. That's 684 hours per week, which is a lot, right? Nobody said that. Nobody's crazy enough to do that. I am, but at the same time, you realize that because you're able to do that, you have this false sense of security, this false sense of I'm working enough because I'm uploading enough. No, you're not working harder. You're working smarter by having multiple things, right? So, for example, a very cool example. Not planned in the video this morning, but then again, how much did I really plan this morning? The jerking off part, right? We bought this, which is a Nerd Miner, right? A Nerd Miner, which is a learning tool to mine Bitcoin. So this is to teach you. We bought 4 of them, right? Because each and every one of them had a chance of 1 out of 100,000 something, right? Now we do have 4 chances out of 100,000 something, and we do have 1 chance every 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, okay, per hour, that's 6, right? 6 times 24 is how much? That's 120. Oh, sorry, 144. I got 144 chance per day, which gives you 700. 7 times 44. 7 times 4, 280. 280, 24. That's a 304. 304 plus 700 is 1,004 chances per week. And then if you were to do it per year, that will give you 52,000 and some dust. With the math, because I'm not that good, right? I'm okay, but I'm not that good. So kind of crazy. The my prodigy mathematics story is very sad, very sad. My father, which I love, shout out my father, I love you, Dad, was a farm boy, His father before him didn't care about school. Like, hey, you're the oldest kid, you're gonna stay with the farm. This is yours one day, but you have to learn it how to do it. My father's like, no, you're a piece of shit. My grandfather was a piece of shit, and I'm gonna do what I want. And he went to school, and my father only product that he was good in and was math, because he didn't go to school a lot. Look at this bad boy. Look how nice this is. We built it up. How nice is that, bro? Proud of myself. Now it might burn, but who cares? I care. What the fuck? But yeah, my father was good at math. My mom, bless her heart, my mom who went to school in Egypt, who had a very different teaching of Egypt. My mom, bless her heart, didn't know what the interrogation mark is, because they don't have it in Egypt. So I came from a family, once again, a very hard worker, but not the most, sadly, very sadly, not the most cultured people, right? So I think that I had a fear of not being cultivated. So, and with the ADHD, one of the pros is that you have very big interests for a little bit. And I think at a very young age, I understood that my father's only way to help me was math. So I think I had to do a good job in math. Yeah, to prove myself, to get approval. Yeah, it's sad, huh? But again, it showed us that we had to prove something. We felt the need to prove, which is still the case. I don't know. Why am I working so hard? Is it to prove something to you guys? To prove myself something? Is it to prove anything to anyone? We just played a game right now, and it's crazy because this is ADHD. We just played a game right now, which is called Borderlands 3, which is fantastic. And there is this challenge at the end, Proving Ground, which is totally optional. And the characters in the game, which is for the quest, ask you, what are you trying to prove? And this question, Christianity put in me, and I'm like, you're right, what am I trying to prove? And it haunts me, because I don't know the answer. I had to prove something, but I don't know what. Now that's crazy. So why are we talking about this? We're talking about the Nerd Miner, which is 4 times the chances, 4 times the possibility of doing the same job. We're talking about the Tower, which is 6 times so far of doing. My maximum is 8. The goal is 8. I'm gonna do this, and I want to do a econ playthrough, and the econ playthrough is going to be also super cool. But the evil is going to be my main one. So, like I was saying, the cool thing here is that we have a lot of work that we're doing right now. For example, right now this video is how long? I don't see the time because we have the tower in here. We have 10 minutes. Okay. Well, no. Because I have 70 minutes of the tower. I'm gonna have 4 minutes of the Miner. And we'll find something for sure, right? This is the craziness. The level of crazy, we're going deep, bro. We're going deep dive in the rabbit hole of insanity, right? This rabbit hole, which again is a reference to Alice in Wonderland, which is a kid show or a kid movie or a kid book, but it has an importance that's crazy, right? So, like I was saying, with this, a lot of work, you get this false sense of we're producing enough, so it gives you an excuse not to work, which is true. Yesterday I was watching Little Women of Atlanta, which is a great show. And I was also watching Little Women of LA. Now, you might think I have a fetish. No, I'm a slut for drama, okay? And these people, they're dramatic, okay? Okay. I also watched the insanity. I was scrolling through TikTok yesterday, and I was seeing Gabby Hanna, who was apologizing or demanding it wasn't clear. I'm thinking I'm talking about somebody that's not clear. Look at this video. Am I clear? No. Am I clear? No. This is gonna be one of the great videos that I do. One of the most confusing. People are gonna be looking at this in a shrink class, in a psychology class in university, and they'll be like, okay, well, being a shrink is gonna be too hard for me. I'm out. I want this video to be used as the first class of Psychology 101 in university. That way you thin off the weak. You thin them out. You thin them out. Like, no. If you cannot watch this, you're not going to make it, dude. Don't worry about it. And she was asking or demanding an apology, so it wasn't clear. From Trisha Paytas. And people in the chat was like, dude, that was 5 years ago, chill. And I was like, what's going on? I missed out. And the craziest thing is, my reaction was, oh my god, I missed out on something that was 5 years ago. Who gives a shit? This guy. No. We just sad because I'm such a slut for drama. But I'm a slut for any drama. I'm like thirsty, dude. I'm like a hooker, bro. It's bad. It's bad. I have to get some help. If you know somebody that can help, please reach out. Thank you so much. I'm in dire need, right? Yet it makes you think about this social media and how it's going to affect university and schooling and teaching, right? And it's going to be pretty interesting because there's already classes of social media. There's already school or classroom of social media. I was going to talk about social class, you fucking douchebag. No, school classroom of social media, and hey, let's analyze what they did, the marketing value behind it. It's a business, and every single business can be explored. Some of them are super interesting, some of them are boring, but they can be explored, right? So, why the tower? Why is it so important? And this, again, is the rambling of a madman, but it's all going to make sense. It's all going to make sense. You know why the tower is so important? Because, first of all, I'm addicted. Hello. I'm a stuff for the tower. I'm a stuff for a lot of things. And the good food is one of them. So, with the tower, this is the only thing that I do that brings my both of my passion, which is gaming in real life, both of my channel, which is gaming and normal. There's so many things, so many fucking things that are involved with my day-to-day routine. My day-to-day routine is this. Project Vendetta is what? Started out as an escape from the real world, ended up being a project that I'm super caring about, ended up being a year of my life I'm going to be sacrificing for content. But you guys don't understand. I'm in talk right now with a dude. Tragic. Love you, bro. Nazarovia. Almost in the north. He makes mad cash. And he works 12 hours a day. So, what if I went there? I made some cash. I could make content, right? Not so much. Because these videos are not posted. What if I wait until I'm in the north to post them? You want to have solid content. There was a year when I made content, didn't post it. And there was a year I didn't make content, but I did post it. Understand? This is how much I can do, and this is very interesting. You see, the reason why we have so many projects and the reason why we're doing so much at the same time isn't because I'm bored. It could be because I'm bored, possibly bored. But mostly it's because of what I can accomplish. I want to look back at it. And I don't care about every single video that I do. I know that they're not all good. Probably half of them, more than half of them, 80% of them are shit, possibly. But I'm 1% of the hardest working motherfucker on the platform. On which platform? On TikTok, on YouTube, on Pornhub. But that's volunteering. That's I'm just there to help starving artists. Okay, thank you so much. So the whole reality of it is we're gonna be able to do so much, and because we're gonna be able to do so much, that's the interesting part. And even if I do, okay, so I'm gonna show you. That's how crazy I am. And forget about the notes from before. This is during the last 3 months, because this is Project Vendetta, okay? Can you see? That's choice of ID. That's choice of ID. Choice of ID. That's delicious. That's delicious. If we do half of that, I'm so happy. Then there's another year worth of work in there. Yes. But it's a tower. Because this is what I'm talking about, right? The amount of work, and this is, I know it's insanity, please. Put yourself in an overachiever, workaholic shoes. You understand, right? And the tower is the greatest thing is, no matter what I do, I get 6 minutes of content every single minute. 7 minutes of content every single minute. Again, I'm going to repeat myself because I speak fast. I get 7 minutes of content for every minute of work, right? Every minute of work, right? Who does that? Now, part two, because the phone overheated, which happens, right? Now there's two ways to see things. Two ways to see it. The first way is this is too much. Second way is like, okay, well, this is impressive. And the third way is there's the third way is I can either do interesting 7 minutes or boring 10 minutes, right? Quantity is not always the best. Quality is sometimes the best, right? I had a person who wrote me a fucking paragraph last year, and she was like, I watched your video, you're very interesting, but you have so many videos. Don't you want to do quality over quantity? And the reality is quantity is unachievable. Quality is unachievable. Quality is unachievable because there's such a standard of quality. There's such a standard. I have this A1 meat, this A1 steak that I'm cooking. I'm putting salt and pepper on it. That's all you wanted, right? People are gonna complain, oh, it's not medium rare, or it's not blue, or it's not well done. Like, oh, why don't you get some Wagyu beef? You know? So there's a difference. And the thing with quality is, I can do extremely good quality videos on why the third generation of Pokemon let me down. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? I was watching a lot of Dragon Ball lately because it's free on YouTube. And it was talking about my algorithm right now is Dragon Ball. And there's a movie, I just saw a video, a 40-minute video, which is an amazing video. I'm not going to shout out the person because I'm going to talk shit, but amazing videos. And the guy talking about the lost piece of content, which is the lost movie of, it's a lost movie of Dragon Ball. It is very poorly in Japan, and then they were trying to translate it. Because it did so poorly in Japan, right? And the reality is, they abandoned the project of translating it because it's like, fuck, it's not worth it. And then the tape, which contained the original, is lost somewhere in between America and Japan for translation. And nobody gives a shit about that movie, so nobody recorded it, and it's not available on the internet. And it's not available anywhere else. There's no DVD of it. That's a lot of piece of content. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about something I'll never watch? Well, I do because I give a shit about Dragon Ball. Right? So, yeah. So, like I'm saying, there's a lot of things I can do. There's a lot of things I can do better. There's a lot of things that I cannot do. And who gives a shit, right? It's all my journey. But if I want to do a journey, I want to do something good, right? So, all this to say, when we do things in the morning, I'm more productive, which is a good thing. It is a bit of a shame. It's something that's bothering me. Know that I can only work during the day. I can only work during the day. And that sucks. Because I'm my own boss. Sorry. Imagine telling yourself, you can't work because I'm busy that time. And then you tell that to yourself. It's something that passionate me. And ultimately, yes, we've been doing this for 4 years, but I did 4 years of nonsense, you know? And this is going to sound crazy. This is going to be something like the craziest thing you've ever heard. And that makes sense because it is one of the craziest thing that you ever heard. We did this, and again, this is not planned. Please understand that it's not planned. Or maybe it is. Who knows? Who knows with this brain? The first thing we did today was testing a bag of chips. I don't know why you thought I was doing the ice cream. Second thing was what? A drink. You remember, you're good. Good job. Third thing is a thing of ice cream. Okay? What did I say? The caramel is the thing that bounds the saltiness and the creaminess. Now, right now, we have salty or we have cream. We don't have a binding agent. So what I'm finding is this binding agent to be good. And also, the romance quality of the story. The romantic quality of the story where I'm going to be gone in the north. I'll be working like 10, 12 hours a day. I'll be tired to make content, right? But we're still going to do it day to day. Like, hey, this is what we have for dinner. This is what we did today. This is how it is. It's in the north, so it's super cold. How hard it is, right? Which is cool. And how much we make, right? Which is one of the most important part because you go there to make money, not to make friends. Knowing me, I'll make a lot of friends and I won't make a lot of money. That's also fine. And it's crazy because the romance quality of it, within a year of full work, I still have content to post. The content I'm posting is already working. Somebody commented on a video that I did 2 years ago where I was eating a bag of chips. And I did a joke where I was raised by, okay, so this is the insanity. I did a joke where I was raised by a wolf. This is why we eat potatoes. Do you know where that joke came from? It came from The Office, where Michael said that he was raised by a wolf. And I watched that Office that day and I made that joke. And 3 years later, somebody said, hey, I love that joke. And I'm like, dude, any other day I would make that joke. Because any other day I would care about what Michael said in one episode out of the 724, out of the 168 episode that he did. I would give a shit. Because, again, it's a moment in space and time. Which is temporary and not everlasting. That was deep. And it's somehow work. I'm 33 years old. Half my life has passed. Is it too late? Is it too early? Time will tell. The thing that I need the most will tell me if I did right or wrong. And ultimately speaking, that's a beautiful thing, because if I did wrong, it's too late to do it. Because it's already done. If I did right, now this is something. Right now, I'm following 4 people because they're following me, and of course, I have to support people because for some reason right now I have a lot of people that watch my videos that are content creator. It's like crazy. One of them goes live for 15 minutes a day. He's like, I don't know why it's not working. So I'm like, okay. You have a guy that steals other people's content and puts out his own, but you can also see the watermark. So not smart enough to take out the watermark, but smart enough to upload on your channel. Like, fuck it. And one of them this morning did a video where he pretended to be Epstein. So yeah. And you're like, okay, what the fuck is going on? And then you look at my content and you're like, it's not bad. I don't know. But you do to ask yourself a question. Right now, you guys are not going to believe this shit. Right now, what we're going to do is I'm going to go take a bath of 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm going to be reading Dr. Stone. Not the most usage of my time. That's what I decided to do. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be editing out, right? Do I have enough batteries? We should possibly go. So yeah, so this is for today. What I'm going to do today, I didn't tell you my intro of the day. This is just a morning thought. We're going to be watching Dr. Stone for like 11 chapters, 12 chapters, which I'm really excited for. Because we're already at level. We're already at chapter 32, which is more than 10% of the thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stream some Borderlands 3. Don't forget that at 4 o'clock I have an important meeting. It's going to be important. Then I'm going to do a TikTok live. Today I have all the time in the world, so we're good. And yeah, all the time in the world. In minutes tomorrow it's going to be raining. You know, in Selesh, Ma, Chiv, Fach. So yeah, so guys, we're gonna let you go. I'm never gonna let you down to round and round and hurt you. Good. Good song.
Listen to now you're gonna be attack speed, you imagine.
Smoking weed, we love it. And that's pretty much it. So let's start this day the right way, which is with a pint of ice cream and some chips. I'm excited today. I'm excited for today. We're going to be streaming some Fortnite, some Red Dead Redemption. We haven't played in a while. And I miss you right then. And that's pretty much it. So we'll see how it goes. Sadly, though, we get up in the morning means that I cannot watch the evening show, which is the battle, which is the drama, which we crave so much. But that's fine. Let's see at what time they showed up finally. They waited until 10:30. You said we made a mistake too. And a big mistake. It's going to be something that I'm not super proud of. That's not what I was looking for. It's bad. It's bad. Live. Wait. I'm gonna have at 11 o'clock. Oh, what can we do here? Can I do this? I would wake up for this shit. Good. See? Sacrifices. So I work the whole day or they get entertained at night.
Still in a size small. Look at that.
Expose.
Ah ouais, danse, Charlie! Let's go! Charlie, let's go! Je vais aller faire mes cours avec toi, avec.
What I missed yesterday? Look at this. Look at this. Ballerina. And I'm watching this and I'm like, dude, you missed a good show. See, brain rot. It's so easy to get lost in the fucking nonsense of this world. It's comfy too. It's comfy. So, if that didn't convince you, if the last 45 minutes of your life watching this didn't convince you that was insane, this is it. And the reality is, should I listen to an insane guy? Maybe he's right. Maybe the world is insane. And see, the reality of being insane, the reality of being different, the reality of being a marginalist. I don't know if you guys say it in English, but it's outside of the box, right? This world is not normal. This world is not sane. When the world goes insane, insane people will understand. And sane people will be like, huh, what's going on? It's crazy. You know, I didn't want to talk about this, but just watching this. It's been 5 years of my life making content. Last 5 years. Started to enjoy content. I'm like, dude, I missed out. And I know what I did was more productive than anything else I could have done. What I've done, okay, this is crazy. I got 44,000 videos about. A lot of them are watching porn, which is pretty good content. Which is not some things. Check it out. I'm talking about porn so much because I'm horny, so it doesn't help. But you think about that, right? Sorry. All I need is for one video to go viral, people check my shit, and I can be retired. I want to be retired now. Because I like what I'm doing. I love these videos. I love making the videos. I love waking up to the sunrise. I love playing the tower. I love eating ice cream. I love everything about this, right? And I would do it tomorrow. And the thing is, I could do it tomorrow. I can do it after tomorrow. I could do it every single day of the week. Every single day of the year. Except for cloudy days and rainy days. But hey, that's not my, you know? That's not my, I don't know what I'm talking about. And although I know that this is the most productive I could be, this is the best thing I could have done. Nothing else I could have done would have been good, as good as this. It's a possibility that the right thing to do was to watch content and just enjoy. Find myself a job that I didn't like that much, but enjoy every single night of watching content and being entertained. That's a guarantee of success. My bills are paid. I have a normal life, I have a normal schedule. And although I don't think this is what I'm meant to do, I don't think that this is... I tried to do that, this didn't work. Maybe I was the faulty person. Maybe I was the one that didn't follow normalcy. And if I didn't follow normalcy, that's on me. You understand? And that's insanity. Think about insanity, look at this. I want to achieve from the same place, okay? In the same day. One of this, which is Milka. Look at how it's written. I don't know what that language is. I got this one, which is possibly American. Oreo white for white chocolate. And we have French. There you go. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Go take a shower. Let's watch some Dr. Stone.